students, welcome to Dr. Deepa Dhake's NEET Biology, and in today's session we discuss about the second part of the sexual reproduction in flowering plant, that is the androecium and its structure, or you can say the stamen and its structure. So let's directly begin with the topic. Androecium, as you know, androecium we already discussed. It is the third wall of plant, and secondly it is the male reproductive organ. The single unit of androecium you remember called as stamen, and we begins with the stamen because when we individually study about the stamen, that means we study about the structure of androecium. Here you remember the stamen is made up of two parts. These two parts are, the one upper part is called as anther and the slender part is called as filament. Filament you remember consists of two ends, proximal end and distal end. So this end of the filament is called as proximal end, which is attached to the thalamus or attached to the petal. So that part you remember. Now main function of filament only you remember. It responsible for the conduction of water and nutrient to the developing pollen grain. Anther you remember when we study about the anther. So in anther you remember, in angiosperm, anther, the feature of anther you remember, anther is bilobed structure. Secondly, it is protected by two covering. Therefore, anther in angiosperm is dithecous, as well as in each lobe of anther these two microsporangiums are there. Therefore, the anther is tetrasporangiate in structure. So these three terms you remember for the feature of anther. Simply you remember the anther is bilobed, dithecous in tetrasporangiate structure. Now we come towards how does the anther is formed and what is the actual structure of anther, because in stamen filament is the only slender part and anther when we discuss. So one important term here, statement you remember, the anther is hypodermal in origin because it is developed from hypodermal cell. So hypodermal in origin, and it developed from archisporial cell. So this part you remember, it is developed from the archisporial cell. Now we study what is the structure of anther. When we study about the structure of anther, so here you remember anther predominantly show the two prominent structure. First we study about the anther wall, and inside the anther wall in each lobe you remember pollen sac or microsporangiums are present. So anther you remember made up of anther wall and microsporangium. Inside the microsporangium, microspores or pollen grain development is take place. Anther wall you remember, what is the function of anther wall? First, anther wall you remember, anther wall is protective in function because it provide a protection to the microsporangium. Secondly, anther wall is helpful in dehiscence phenomena. So dehiscence of anther you remember is mainly because of the special feature of anther wall. Secondly, one of the layer of anther wall is secretory in function. That layer we study as a tapetum. So again anther wall you remember, anther wall predominantly secretory in function, and along with secretion it provide nutrients to the developing pollens or developing mainly microspores. So this part you remember. Now anther wall you remember. The anther wall is mainly consists of 4 layers. So what are the arrangement of 4 layers? So 4 layer wall, and the arrangement you remember, whenever we study arrangement of layer, we always study outer to inner. So this part you remember, the anther layer is consist of 4 layers of anther and arranged outer to inner as follow. Here that part we study only with the help of diagram. So here you remember, when we cut the section of anther, so in section you appear the structure of anther in this way. The 2 lobes are clearly appear, and in every lobe the 4 corners are clear, and at each corner you remember the 1 microsporangium is present, and inside the microsporangium process of microsporogenesis that we study in our next sessions, microsporogenesis. So microsporogenesis you remember completed inside the microsporangium, and because of that the large number of tetrad of microspores are developed inside the microsporangium. So this part you remember. In addition to this, one sterile tissue is present exactly in the center of the anther. This sterile tissue you remember, this sterile tissue is called as connective. This is the part where the filament is connected, as well as both the lobes are connected with the anther. And main function connective you remember, connective is mainly responsible for the transport of food and nutrient towards the developing anther as well as towards the developing microsporangium. And when we study here the wall, so wall you remember, the wall of anther is consist of 4 layers. What are these 4 layers? We study in 1/4 section of the anther. So here you remember, when we draw the structure or when we study the structure of anther wall, only 1/4 this much part we draw in this section. So outermost layer you remember, the outermost layer of the anther wall, single layer, firstly you remember outer wall or outer layer, and this outer layer is called as epidermis, or in reference book one another term is provided, that is called as epithecium. First thing you remember, outermost layer of the anther wall. This epithecium features I mention itself here. It is single layer thick. Secondly, this layer is only responsible for protection. So the epidermis or epithecium you remember protective in nature. Epidermis is followed by the second layer. This second layer is generally made up of oval shape or barrel shaped cells. Shape of the cell clearly you remember, either the cells are oval shaped or barrel shaped. And secondly, this layer is double layer in thickness. That means the 2 layers of the second most layer is available. So such arrangement is there. For board exam you prepare this diagram very well, and whenever you prepare the diagram, so don't go for observing the diagram. Most of the time students, most of the time क्या करते हैं आप लोग, you go through the diagram of your book or in copy, and simply line by line you only change the position of your finger. This line is this line is endothelium, and this line is middle layer. Not to follow that technique. You always, whenever you go through the diagram, you always your own diagram at least for 5 to 10 times. Then only you can draw the correct diagrams in your board exam, because for board exam this is one of the most important diagram. So this part you remember. These second layer is called as endothecium. Now endothecium, you remember the cells of endothecium characteristic feature. The cells of these, suppose these are the two adjacent cells, the cells of endothecium show the presence of elastic bands or fibrous bands, and because of the presence of these fibrous bands, endothecium plays significant role in the process of dehiscence. So this part you remembered. So the endothecium you only remember 2 layer thick, fibrous bands are present in adjacent wall, and because of these fibrous band, the layer is helpful in the process of anther dehiscence and release of pollen grain. After that, the third layer you remember, the third layer is called as middle layer, and this middle layer of anther wall you remember, it is consists of 3 to 4 layers, and the identical feature of the cells of this layer, you remember, the identical feature is due to food deposition, the cells of this layer become flat. So here brick wall like structure, you go through the NCERT. This diagram is also provided, clear diagram is provided in NCERT too. So this 3 to 4 layer, here only I draw the 3 layers. So this 3 to 4 layer thick cells are arranged as a middle layer. This layer you remember is called as storage zone of anther wall. Why this is called the storage zone? Because the food which required for the developing microspore inside the sporangium, that food you remember, that food is stored inside the middle layer. That's why because of the deposition of food, the cells of this layer, you remember, the cells of this layer become a flat in shape. And now the innermost layer is there. The innermost layer you remember, one of the most important layer, the innermost layer of the anther wall is called as tapetum. Now if you comes from outer towards inner, so the tapetum is the innermost layer, but this is the layer which makes a boundary or which makes a protective covering around the microsporangium. So this layer you remember, this layer is called as tapetum. First you remember. Secondly, in terms of chromosome number, the epidermis is diploid, endodermis is diploid, the middle layer cells are also diploid, but the cells of tapetum you predominantly remember, the cells of tapetum are multinucleate. Important feature, multinucleate, exactly you go through the NCERT, the statements are provided. Why they are multinucleate, that is the separate point, but and that we will discuss separately. Tapetum cells are multinucleate, and secondly they show the different ploidy level. Ploidy level means instead of diploid, the cells become triploid or tetraploid. So this part you remember for the tapetum. Secondly, tapetum you remember, tapetum is again important because nutritionally and layer is important physiologically. For objective purpose you remember, the layer nutritionally and physiologically important layer of the anther wall, so that you remember that is the tapetum. The innermost layer of the anther wall, tapetum. The outermost layer of the microsporangium. Now inside the tapetum you remember, inside the tapetum a microsporangium is present where By the process of microsporogenesis, a large number of microspores are produced. As only few of them I draw here. So this cavity is called as microsporangium, and microsporangium you remember, microsporangium किसके through bounded है? Microsporangium you remember, microsporangium is bounded by the tapetum. So this part you remember, if you comes from inner to outer, so tapetum is the outermost layer which is present towards the microsporangium. If you come from outer to inner, so tapetum is the innermost layer of the microsporangium. So this part you remember, this is the entire structure of the anther wall, and inside the anther wall you remember tapetum bounded microsporangiums are present. At each corner one microsporangium is present. Now here we study, when we discuss about the tapetum, so at the same time we discuss about the functions of tapetum, because this is one of the most important layer and responsible for the secretion of some basic components which are deposited around the pollen grain. So this function we study, what are the different functions of tapetum. And now here we discuss types and functions of tapetum. When we study about types, so there are two types of tapetum: amoeboid tapetum, and the second is glandular tapetum. Amoeboid tapetum, generally you remember, the amoeboid tapetum is the tapetum which show the ploidy level, as well as this is the tapetum which is the multinucleate tapetum. And now when we discuss about the functions, so in functions, first function you remember, it is secretory in function. So secretory function of tapetums are more important. In secretory function you remember, the first function is the secretion of sporopollenin. So here you remember secretion of sporopollenin. Sporopollenin you remember. So tapetum, here you remember the tapetum secreted sporopollenin, and that sporopollenin get deposited over the microspore. So sporopollenin you remember, sporopollenin is one of the hardest substance and secondly it is resistant for or resistant towards enzymes, temperature, alkalis and different kinds of acid. So because of that you remember the pollen grain or microspores are not to be destroyed under the stressful conditions of environment. So this part you remember, sporopollenin part in NCERT you study under the topic pollen grain development or male gametophyte development, and the extra outgrowth of pollen grains or microspore generally show the spiny outgrowth. That spiny outgrowth is mainly appear because of the deposition of sporopollenin. Second secretory function you remember, in insect pollinated plants, tapetum is responsible for secretion of pollen kit. So that you remember the secretion of pollen kit which is deposited around the pollen grain, and because of which the pollen grain becomes sticky in insect pollinated plants, so that stickiness of the pollen is due to pollen kit which is secreted by, किसके थ्रू secrete हो रहे हैं? pollen kit भी आप याद रखिए, pollen kit is a substance which is also secreted by the tapetum. And the third function of the tapetum, you remember, the tapetum is also responsible for secretion of callose, and the callose pads, you remember, or callose is predominantly present in or responsible for the formation of tetrad of microspore. That part you remember. So this much you remember for the secretory functions of the tapetum. After that, the second function of tapetum, you remember, second, it responsible for providing nutrition. So here you remember, for the nourishment of the developing microspore, tapetum plays significant role because the nutrients are stored in middle layer of the anther wall, and from here for towards developing microspore, whatever nutrients are transported, these nutrients are transported via tapetum. So these some of the important functions of the tapetum. So that part you remember whenever you study about the anther wall. So this much you remember for the structure of anther. Microsporangium discuss किया था हम लोगों ने. In Androecium, the second part of the Androecium is microsporangium, but in the structure of Androecium we basically discuss only the anther wall and what are the four layers of anther wall. Because the microsporangium, how does the microsporangium is developed and how it responsible for the process of microsporogenesis, that we will discuss in our next session. Then when we study about the process of microsporogenesis and the development of male gametophyte. So by that time चैनल के साथ कनेक्ट रहना है, क्योंकि सीरीज में ही यहाँ पे क्लास 12th के लिए सेशंस आ रहे हैं. So not to skip any of the session, because board again मैं कह रही हूँ, the class 12th board is one of the most important exam. So take it seriously from the beginning of the session. The new students who are join from today, उनको फिर से कहना है मुझे कि kindly subscribe my channel, like my videos, and in case if you feel any doubts, queries or any another topic if you want, so you can kindly mention those things in the comment box. And by the new session, stay motivated, work hard, work honestly for your future.